here for folks like us. Wrong city, wrong people.
Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. ASAP Grim here, and we are so back. I finally got my system settled, and we are good to go. One bad piece of news that I am starting to run into, and it's not absolutely totally conclusively proven yet because I haven't talked to AI about it, but it doesn't look like my system is running this game as fast as I thought it was, or where I need it to be. I mean, before I got hyper excited with DLSS frame generation ×4, and then I found out that I really need to be hitting a minimum base of 45 frames per second naturally before frame generation. And whenever I put that path tracing on, I'm hitting that number with very, very few mods loaded up. That's just in the opening intro scene. It's like 40, sometimes dipping to 38 frames per second. Now that's with completely tuned up ultra everything on the settings, except for volumetric fog that I have turned down to medium, but there is no volumetric fog, I don't think, in the opening corpo scene. So I don't know how visually amazing this is gonna look. Now, it's not anything to be completely like, oh shucks man, because Cyberpunk just by itself looks fantastic. It's just that I was shooting for photorealistic, you know. I was all excited about that, and I just, the more I see that, the more I think that's really not going to be achievable. That's for the 5090 crowd, you know. I'm a 5060 Ti guy, so we'll see how things go. But you're looking at my desktop. We've got Vortex up. I have already recorded this video once. I removed all of the new mods I put in on that video, except for these two because I wanted to remember their names. But I'm going to take you through, and this second time around I should be able to make it quicker and more efficient because I am just naturally chatty. And that can lengthen videos, but I think we can be very efficient this time around. So let's bring up a web page, and the first thing that I'm going to Google, so let me tell you what we're installing first. This is not, we're not doing the visuals yet. I forgot, we need to get some character creation stuff going and just the modder's resources, and that's it, so that we can get a baseline test of how my rig is performing and a pretty close to vanilla high settings Cyberpunk 2077. So the first mod I am going to Google here is Cyberpunk AudioWare. Cyberpunk AudioWare. What this mod does, if I recall correctly, is when you go sprinting for a while with V and you slow down, V will be breathing hard until he or she recovers. And it sounds very natural. This is a good immersion mod. This mod allows you to play custom sounds without REDMOD. So actually, I think what it is that this mod was needed for another mod that did what I described. So it's a modder's resource then. So we're going to grab it. And it says we're going to need codeware. So we're using this as an example, right? Continuing the examples. This whole series is kind of meant to help people who are a little bit new to this. Do I have codeware? I do not. Do I have TweakXL? I do not. I have the other two. So this is my methodology. Bring up these two and then go in reverse order. So I make sure that I get all of the prerequisites. We can just hit Mod Manager right here. It requires Red 4 extension. I already have it. Slow download. Hopefully we can get the ball rolling faster than I did in my last recorded episode. I'm also replacing that last recorded episode because in that episode I thought that Bannerlord was done, and then we had a crash in game in Cyberpunk, and I was talking about shutting the channel down until I could get things figured out. But we have since reversed course on that with the help of AI for troubleshooting. And we're back in the saddle and good to go again. Okay, so we now have both of those prerequisites, and we can grab the AudioWare file. All right, excellent. Come up here, just use this search function right here, and we're going to type in, I actually have to get my reference up. Let's see, where did I have that at? Archive storage, Steam library stuff, Vortex mods, downloads, Cyberpunk. Okay, I'm going to drag this over to my main display. See this? This is actually not a full list. I somehow, in all of the troubleshooting where I was moving data around, deleting other data, as I got it into place so I didn't have duplicates and stuff like that, I think I got rid of one of my major files that had a lot of stuff in it. But this has a bunch of stuff. Well, not a bunch, but a number of things. So this right here, this is a CPU optimization mod. I'm not going to install that yet. Archive XL. Do I have Archive XL? I do. Okay, AudioWare I have. Baby Driver is an actual mod for driving, so I don't want to do that yet. But browser extension framework, that's what we're going to look up. I'm going to go ahead and pull this off to the side now. Okay. Browser extension framework. And there it is. Grab that. Oh, you know what? Boy, I don't remember that being... This is labeled browser extension. Oh, it's Russian. Okay, let me try another approach. Let me put in up here Cyberpunk browser extension framework. Easy entry point to add your custom websites to main browser pages. So it's a modder's resource. It's gonna, yeah, this is the one. I need mod settings. I have everything else. I have RedScript, right? Yes. And I just got codeware. This, I have all three of those. So we'll grab this prerequisite. Now, if you're new to this, you wouldn't have known better. This just is, it comes with experience. You would have downloaded that mod, it wouldn't have done what you were looking for, and you would have to learn kind of the long way, just like, you know, anybody else. But I have downloaded this mod before, so I knew enough to understand that whenever it brought up a prerequisite, I didn't remember that. So then I looked at the name harder, and I noticed it was a Russian translation. I was like, oh, okay, let me do a Google search. Okay, so we got that. CET codeware conflict begone. By pretty much anything by Cyanide X is very, very good. Here we go. What this is going to do is it gives us a kind of a functioning bot or something that you can see when you open up the CyberEngine tweaks menu, and it goes through all of your mods and makes sure that you don't have any file conflicts. We already have that, so we can download this. My next mod is called Cyberpunk Ultra Plus. I've heard really good things about this mod, but I'm a little bit nervous with it right now, and I'm not sure what selections to make. These are that, along with the CPU optimization, are mods that I might add last. But you might want to look into it. The CPU optimization, but especially the Cyberpunk Ultra Plus mod. There's YouTube videos on it. There's literature out there. There's media and literature available because the things I hear about it are quite good. Okay, now we're going to actually go outside of Modder's resources for the first time. And we're going to grab, well, I guess it's not for the first time, but we're going to grab something that's actually like quest related, but that's because we need it for the opening quest. We need to have this loaded up before we start the game. So it's called Deceptious Quest Core. This is another big hitter in the Cyberpunk modder community, Deceptious. Actually, his name is... Oh, it is Deceptious. Okay, I thought there was us. I thought I saw a different name the last time I recorded this video. Alright, well, we got that. Next, we're going to grab his bug fixes mod. Here it is. Now this is going to need Tweak XL, which I don't have yet, right? Dun, dun, dun. Oh, I do have it. Okay, I already grabbed it. We'll close that tab out and go ahead and download Deceptious bug fixes. Believe it or not, all of these mods, this is primarily just preliminary groundwork kind of stuff. That most of these mods aren't doing anything. They're just providing the framework for other mods to do things with. I think I should grab Equipment EX right now. Equipment EX is what allows you to equip all of these custom-made outfits. Now, I'm not probably going to use a whole lot of it. I've heard that this guy right here, Nola, or girl, I don't know, Nola Dreamer, is also really, really good. But we're going to grab Equipment EX. And the reason I'm not likely to use this extensively is really, it's basic, and I don't want it to sound like I'm throwing shade. I don't mean it that way. Let me make sure I have all these. Archive XL, yes. Codeware, I know I've got it in here somewhere. Here it is. Red 4 extension I've got. Red Script was the one I was a little bit... Yeah, I've got that. And Tweak XL, okay. But a lot of these clothes are sexy clothing. Oh, there's a ton of stuff for female V. I get it. I totally understand why most people that play video games, and video games like these especially, do tend to be male. And dudes like to see curves, man. We like pretty girls. We never get tired of it, no matter what age we are. That thing is brand new every day that we wake up. You see a beautiful woman and you feel like it's the same as... It actually eclipses seeing a beautiful sunrise or sunset, seeing an amazing scene from the mountain's edges. Pretty girls are one of the most stunningly gorgeous things in the whole farging universe. Go look at your nebula through a telescope. Give me pretty girls to look at, right? A lot of guys feel that way. We're very visually oriented, and we have strong mental and emotional reactions to beautiful women. So I'm just really hammering it home. I get it. No shade thrown. I get it. But I have a backstory for my V, and my backstory is gritty. It's kind of gritty and dark. There are some like real life elements involved here that are that are sad, you know, and having her all dolled up doesn't seem like it's not how her character is. It's not how I have her having some things in her personality are affected by what she's been through. So a lot of the clothing out there is not going to be applicable for me. My V is going to be really a no frills chica. She's not out trying to make herself ugly. She doesn't have that kind of suffering. She's not trying to make herself ugly, but she's not trying to be noticed either. You know what I mean? She just she doesn't have that going on. In fact, she would love to be anonymous, not noticed, not treated with that unique male to female attraction thing. She just wants to be a human, right? She doesn't have any gender dysphoria or anything like that. She's 100% woman. She's completely feminine, but she has some issues, and some things have been shut off for her, at least for now, because of what she's been through. So those kinds of mods that doll her up and make her look super sexy are not for this V. I could see it being for a V that has similar circumstances, that has become bitter and angry and venomous and is now trying to make herself into a Black Widow type, you know, but that's not the case here. So moving on, we are going to grab input loader. Input loader, and it's this one right here. Mod Manager, download. Slow download. What are we at? We're at 17 minutes. Okay, we're getting towards the bottom too. Load Be Gone is going to be next. That's another Cyanide X mod. We'll be using Cyanide X's LUTs as well, which are next to 0 frame loss, which is going to be really important for us, it looks like. And they look amazing. They look outstanding. All right, we're going to grab this. This is going to get rid of the intro videos and the splash screens and stuff. That's why it's called Load Be Gone. It's all those loading screens. Next, Longer Lockdown. This is also by Deceptius. This is the Quest mod that I was talking about. And Spanish. Okay, I was wondering about the Mexican flag there. I was like, what's this about? So, is there not another long... Act 1 extended, that's what we're looking for. Alright, that's the main one, the English one. What this quest does, let's look at it. Immersive extension to Act 1. V can now grind those eddies to pay Vic up front or try using their ride as collateral. No more leaving Jackie hanging in front of your mega building just to do some gigs. Make Watson feel like The Witcher 3's White Orchard as a true RPG tutorial area. Okay, so the mod adds gaps during the lockdown in Act 1. It adjusts the pacing and allows players to immerse themselves in Watson before moving on to the story, and it also restores and restructures some dialogues. So some previously hidden dialogues, and restructures some other dialogues to put them in different timing areas. This is perfect for what I want to do, because I'm wanting to test mods kind of one at a time so that I can definitely see what vanilla did and then see what the mod does, and I can appreciate the difference. And being stuck in Watson for a while is going to help with that. So something else I wanted to point out though, guys, is if you come down here to his other mods and you check out Prolonged Prologue, this sounds great to me. Really great, but it's in beta, and I'm already new to this process, so I'm not going to mess with this. But I just wanted to show it to you and give it some free advertisement. Turns V into a level 1 thug after the life path intros and delays the start of the main story. Now this was now see, it was uploaded by Hobo of... Oh, because this isn't Deceptius. It just uses Deceptius's mod. Okay, that's where I got confused. So I'm thinking out loud again. Basically, if we... what was I going to say, man? When was it uploaded? August of 2025. So he's been testing it since then. He last updated it in September of 25. So who knows how much he's looking at it. But this guy has made a whole string of mods, or girl, I don't know. And usually that means that it's kind of a passion of theirs. So I would imagine he's still pretty active. But I thought this sounded really neat. It makes you a level 1 thug. And it, where is the thing that it tells you? Oh, maybe it's spoiler? No. Well, we can't afford to spend too much time here, but there was something in here that described that once you reach like reputation level 5, it triggers the opening for you. Anyway, I thought it was really neat. It is still in beta, but this might be worth trying out if you guys are interested. I think it sounds super cool. Okay, we're going to move on though. Did I get that lockdown mod? No? Oh, it needs native settings. I already have Archive XL. Okay, I got native settings. And there we go. All right, so the next thing I wanted to show you was we're going to do character creation, right? I'm going to put you on pause during that, especially since there can be nudity there. But we're going to do character creation, and that means I have to do character creation mods before we get started. The thing with me is that I don't really know a whole lot of character creations. I almost never see my V unless I'm looking in a reflection. And I don't take a lot of screenshots. And I'm not looking to try and make V super sexy or anything, you know, so that's going to rule out a ton of things. I don't need 4K body textures, but I found a lipstick mod, better lipsticks and shades that I thought was really good. And I found a bullet necklace. Yeah, it's V's bullet. She turns it into a necklace, which I thought that was super cool. But the way that, because I didn't know, and I showed this in the other video, I want to show you here too. I just simply put in Cyberpunk 2077 semicolon best character create. Actually, you know what? How did I do that? I think I have it up here in autocomplete. Yeah, I didn't do this, the semicolon. Cyberpunk 2077 best character creation mods. And I don't really trust corporate. I'll go and check it out, but I would much rather see what other just regular people that are gamers like myself say. And this is the one that I came across. There's some mature content in here somewhere, I guess. I wasn't able to find it. I didn't. Maybe it's here in this post right here. It says view NSFW content. But it's this post right here by Spammer that Spammer kind of broke down their whole mod list. And the vast majority of this I didn't need. What's modular hair though? That sounds neat. That's going to give you parts and pieces. Yeah, like these pieces right here. Okay. What other options? You can probably attach these ponytails, I would imagine. Different kinds of bangs. Maybe, yeah, chopsticks. Okay. Well, I'm not going to be using that. Kayla, I have found, is just really good. Okay, let me clarify that. They're all really good, but this is subjective, right? And I have found, it kind of shocked me that whoever it is that does Kayla's mods, he or she and we have a lot of overlap in what we find to be artistically beautiful. The shading, the coloring, the style, Kayla and I vibe real well in our likes and dislikes, I think. So, I would recommend Kayla for just about anything. I can't really tell what's going... Oh, it's the eyelashes. But again, I think a lot of Kayla's stuff is also manual download, which you can turn into a mod for Vortex. There's a way to do it. You can look it up on the internet. But I can't be bothered with that right now. Instead, what I'm going to do is click maybe lipstick overhaul. No, these are just different kinds of... They got different designs, which also is pretty neat, but it might be shapes or shades. Accent, lipstick, shapes. So I don't think it's that. What was it called? Better lipsticks and shades. Oh, there it is. Okay. So see, you just kind of go through and you look at what mods these people are recommending. They'll link them to you a lot of the times. If not, go and just type it into Google yourself. Take that extra step. But I looked at this and I was like, man, that's, compared to the vanilla, this is exactly what I'm looking for. Just more, I guess, traditional lipstick colors and how it covers the mouth. And then whenever I got in game, some of the variations are really good too. But especially for a buttoned up corpo at the beginning, I want her to be kind of professional looking, So we're going to go ahead and download this, and apparently we don't need any prerequisites. Oh, whoops. I don't need to do this. Here, we're going to cancel it because I've already got it. So I'm going to enable it now. But let's go back to that post. Here's the 4K body textures. The eyes were so nice, man. Look at this, guys. Kayla's eyes. See how it's subtle? Let me see. Where's like this? That to me is Cyberpunk. It's subtle. It's not outlandish. It's not punked out, thugged out. Right? That's for the street kids. But for an upscale corpo, oh, and look at these eyebrows too. These eyebrows are phenomenal. But I don't know if I can find those. Oh, yes, I can, but they're I think they're a manual download. Let me check. Yeah, manual download. So I was gonna skip it just because I ain't got time for it right now, and I don't look at my V very much. Then you got all this different clothing, and it's right here. Wearable V's bullet necklace. And look at that, guys. That's really cool, huh? I think so. I think that's really, really neat. This is put into a head slot, And it doesn't overwrite anything. It's added. It's additional. So you can, I assume you can get this in the mod creation screen. Let me see if there's anything about an acquisition. Standalone, can be worn with any piece of equipment, not a replacer. Misty will give you the handmade bullet necklace once you finish the prologue. Oh, that makes sense, because you don't get that bullet until Misty hands it to you. Yeah, you gotta get shot first. Well, that makes 100% sense. And so then when we get to the point that she actually puts it into the memorial box, we can just disable the mod. But for right now, I wanted you to see how I go through the process of finding new stuff, right? So we'll enable this, come back to my, now, I feel like I missed something. And the reason I feel like I missed something is that I wasn't notified by anything to get mod settings. And I know I need mod settings and that I have it in here as a reference point. So we're going to go ahead and grab it. But I'm just letting you guys know that it feels like I've forgotten something. Mod settings improved. I think I'm going to go with just the regular mod settings. Pretty sure this is the one that everybody uses. Last updated in July of 2025. That's pretty recent. How many downloads? Where's that info at? 5 million. Yeah. All right, we're at 32 minutes. I'm about to put you guys on pause. I'll let you see me start the game up so that you can see the load be gone actually work. Oh, of course, file already exists, so cancel. I just need to enable it here. I don't know what I'm... No. Do I have it? Oh, I must have... I guess I did install it. All right, well, my bad, guys. I'm sorry. I just wasted 3 minutes. Okay. Let's turn display capture off, which is going to give you a black screen for a minute. And we'll hit play on Vortex Mod Manager. Let this thing spool up. This is the thing with my system, is that things do take a long time to start up. For reasons unknown. My Intel system didn't do this. This is something I'm experiencing with my new system, so I kind of assume maybe it's something with AMD, but I don't know for sure. This is maybe taking a little bit too long. I think something's not quite right. Let me delete this. Just hang with me, guys. I need to bring Steam up and make sure that this game is fully stopped. I have a feeling that's the problem. I jumped into this game and played around for a little bit before I started this video to make sure it wouldn't crash. And that it might have been one of those issues where the game didn't actually completely close out. Now it is. Okay, I'm hitting play again on Vortex. Okay, I can hear it spinning up, yep. Alrighty, we're ready to go. I've got, we're not going to be running, well, we might be. We're not supposed to be running that, oh, hold on. I need to have the right game selected for you guys. There we go. Okay, you can see I've got my Steam overlay activated up top. It's always recommended on games to not, most games that I've seen, to not have that running. But for what I'm doing, this really needs to be activated. Okay, I'll show you my settings real quick. They are pretty high. And I'm suffering for it, so I may have to tune some things down. I'm running super resolution. I currently have it at balanced. I've put sharpness at 0.15. Frame generation is at 2x. AI recommended that I drop it to 2x because I'm not getting like a steady 60 frames per second. So any flaws that I have, the higher I tune this, the more amplified those flaws become. I need to cross-check that with Grok and see if Grok agrees. I have path tracing on. Everything here is tuned to high, except I don't use these. They don't matter very much to me, and so I'd rather conserve whatever frames they can give me. I turned the vignette off for a more clear picture. Motion blur is off. High, right up until you get to volumetric fog. I've got it down at medium. Max dynamic decals, ultra, space reflections, quality screen space, psycho. Right, so this is a very high-tuned, path tracing enabled Cyberpunk. Very demanding already by itself. And so we'll see how we have to tweak things. VSync off. Maximum FPS is on and locked to 60, but I'm not even hitting 60. NVIDIA Reflex Low Latency is on. Okay, so there we go. Now I'm going to put you on pause right now, and I'm going to go do character creation, so stand by for me. Alright guys, so this is our V, at least for now. I mean, I have a feeling I may end up restarting this several times, but the concepts here will be the same. V is a corpo. She starts out pretty straight-laced. She does have little slashes in the eyebrows to give her a little added character, but that's about it. She has cyberware. Just about everybody does, but she's not heavily chromed. So as the game progresses, she'll get more chromed up, and hopefully there will be the ability to, or a mod that I can find that lets me progressively, you know, not necessarily progressively, but add chrome, a chrome design, facial design at some point in time. She has this burn scar. Okay, that's going to be part of her backstory. I will get into that later. I don't want to let that cat out the bag just yet. Her facial structure. Here's her side profile. Here's how she looks, obviously, from the front. She's got the angel kiss right there. I gave her some kind of oily looking jewelry because they had the sort of purple highlights that I thought went well with her lipstick. And you can see that she's got some writing underneath here, so that's a little bit cyberpunk right there. And some relatively tame, just normal eyeshadow. I think this is in line with her corpo background, her corpo status right now. I ended up going, I liked the dark brown eyes. The other option here, eye makeup, there's a set of light brown eyes, and it was a little bit of a toss-up. Eyebrow color. Eye color. Between the ones I have right now, these, but I felt like this color went with the lipstick better. The other option that I gave serious consideration and decided against ultimately was green eyes, because the green goes really well with the lipstick. Honestly, I may come back to this. I don't know. She looks pretty good. But I like the, I can't think of the right term. I don't want to say plain Jane, because she's not playing, she's gorgeous, right? This is a beautiful woman. She's really, really pretty. So she's not plain, but understated, normal, not outlandish, and brown eyes are just, kind of the definition of that. I also gave her dark brown hair instead of light brown hair. I could have gone with this. Maybe I should go with that. That might offset with the dark brown eyes better. I think maybe that's what it is. I'm only just now realizing it. I think whenever I had my light brown eyes in, I felt like, oh, the dark brown hair looks better, but I didn't realize it was maybe because it was blending with those eyes, like the eyes were creating a highlight. Now that I've gone to dark brown eyes, I'm thinking I should go back to this more chestnut brown. So we're going to go with that. If she'll move her nails up here, you can see the kind of nail polish I picked. I picked that to go with her jewelry and her lipstick. Okay, so that is our V for right now. Stand by again for me because the next screen shows like a 3/4 pose, which is going to reveal her breasts. By the way, I gave her a oh, we can't scroll down to it. I gave her a small bust. It doesn't make sense in my head, like logically. I'm admitting that up front, but something inside of me, because I'm going for real, I think I kind of want to veer away from fantasy, and I want a realistically feminine girl, not a doll, right? I'm not look, my audience out there, if you happen to be a girl that's watching this and you're really well endowed and you're all dolled up and you love the makeup and you love to be looked at, I am not throwing shade at you whatsoever. You do you, honey. You're going to get a lot of attention, right? And you already know that, right? But I am trying to make a V that has a gritty background. She's got kind of an athletic build to her, and it just kind of makes more sense to me to go with something that maybe perhaps I could say is underrepresented, right? Maybe I could go with that. Still extremely feminine, all right? I'm not going to get into details, but you guys have been with different kinds of women. Girls are girls, man. And whatever you got for a rack, it's nice. Right. I don't usually get that vulgar, but I want to drive that point home in case there's some girl on here, especially a young woman. I want to relieve self-consciousness. I am not trying to be dirty or anything like that. Don't accuse me of that. I'm the furthest thing from it. But young women and even teenagers are constantly struggling with this visual standard. It's the world we live in. The magazines, the articles. Now you have AI and you have airbrushing and the Instagram girls, and now AI Instagram girls. And there's just this preposterous, downright evil perception that you got to be the perfect platonic ideal of a female, and I'm telling you, you're already the platonic ideal of a woman. You ain't gotta try. You just wake up and breathe. It's so much easier than you think. You do not understand. I'm telling you, you don't have any way of understanding how drawn men are, okay? Stop worrying about that stuff and just go be you. So I'll get off this is the dad talk, right? Look, I'm pushing 50 years old. I'm like days away from that. This is definitely dad vibes coming out. So you can hear it in my voice. I get fired up over it, right? But in the game, returning back to the game, I have a V that I have a backstory for. I want it to be something that makes us empathize with her. I want her to be normal. I don't want her to be outlandish and bold and in your face and all that. She has grit to her personality, and those things will come out. But mostly, she just wants to be left alone. Right now, at this stage in her life, she just don't want to be bothered. She wants to pursue her her objectives. She's got her career that she's after. These are kinds of things. There are tropes involved in our society right now that I firmly, heavily disagree with are good for women. But maybe V is wrapped up in some of all that stuff. I want her to be about as normal as I can think. And for whatever reason, admitting up front it doesn't make logical sense, giving her a small bust is part of that. Right? So I hope that makes sense. It sounds crazy in my own ears, but it is what it is. So I'm going to put you on pause now. We're at 45 minutes. And we're going to get her started. I'll bring you back for the intro into the corpo lifestyle. Stand by for me. I got to give her starting attributes too. Real quick, guys, before I go to the next screen. The stats in order are going to be 4, 5, 5, 3, 5. I am basically following an entire progression guide on a stealth netrunner by someone on YouTube named Blur period. It's like the word blur and then a period right after the R, a dot. So 4, 5, 5, 3, 5. All right, stand by for me. Okay, we are loading up now. Also, I gave her a body scar. It's got like the cesarean section scar. There's a little knife blade wound off to the side of that. And there's some kind of a scar, whether it was from like rebarb, jagged rebarb, or a knife, or broken bottle or something, above her left breast, between her collarbone and the top of her breast. Okay, here we go. Yeah, she looks good.
V, you there?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm here.
You alright?
Fine. I just needed a breather.
Sounded like you blew your guts airlock.
Yeah, I barfed. It's just stress.
Esa chamba te va a matar.
Yeah. Maybe I should have gotten a safe one, like you did.
Hey, at least I always know who's shooting at me. Sometimes even why. Anyway, what's going on?
Is there a problem? We had a leak. My boss called, dragged me in because we had to intervene. Everyone at Night City HQ is on edge.
But no way you're fucked, right? You're the one who fixes other people's shit.
Jackie, if you work in Arasaka counter intel, you're always fucked. Listen, gotta go. Work won't do itself.
Buena suerte.
Alright, so notice that we're up around 40 frames per second right off the bat. 40 to 45 it seems. I'm frame capped and in the game, frame limited at 60, but I'm not hitting 60. So I think she looked really good. She doesn't always, it depends, you know, because she's not everything matches those colors of what she's wearing. So she doesn't always look great whenever I make her in the beginning of the game. But this time I felt like she did. 36 frame, 39.
Find out about what? About Frankfurt.
What do we have here? Arasaka Academy emerged as the #1 ranked institute of secondary education in Night City for the 4th consecutive time, according to the Night City Perspectives annual review. This is the same program that we saw in the Netrunner series, I believe, and it's the program that V went to as well. V did not grow up wealthy. V is like a prodigy, and she was able to garner a scholarship. She won like a lottery ticket, right? To be able to go to these distinguished schools. Everything was uphill for her. She was on the outside looking in. She got mocked and stuff like that, right? So she's tough. She's resilient. She's no frills. She's understated. but she's highly competent. She's driven, and she's got, I would say, strong character. She's got a very strong will to live. And as I unfold the story for you guys when we get started with the actual playthrough, you'll understand what I'm talking about. I can't write novels or anything like that. This is just a dude that's putting together some things, right? So I don't want to overhype it, but we're going to try and immerse ourselves into the story of this V. That's what I'm aiming for. Okay, so the periodical earns the lion's share of its advertising revenue from the Academy's namesake corporation, though their editorial staff claim this financial cooperation does not influence their rankings. Sure. The magazine's education experts claim Arasaka Academy's infrastructure has no equal in Night City, bias or otherwise. We cannot argue them on this point. You know what this makes me think of? Mainstream media and games journalism that is tied to all the leftist propaganda out there. Big money in the background, access journalism, you know. Look at all the people that were swooning over Disney and the crap they were putting out. And it's objectively crap because the overwhelming ratings show that. Or the new Lord of the Rings. Very few people liked that shiznit, and half of those were just making a political statement and didn't stick with it because it's god-awful writing. Right? But you got games journalists and access media and mainstream media that have connections to big money politicians, all just talking them up, you know, and that's exactly what this sounds like. The magazine's education experts claim Arasaka Academy's infrastructure has no equal in Night City, bias or otherwise. We cannot argue them on this point. Lessons are primarily conducted via virtual reality or AI-generated lessons plans suited to a student group's specific needs. Public schools, meanwhile, can only dream. It comes as no surprise, then, that parents who are not gainfully employed at a megacorp are increasingly willing to incur a lifetime of debt for a chance to give their child a chance at the city's most prestigious education. But there are many uncomfortable truths the Academy is struggling to keep silent. Academy administrators promote a culture of constructive competition among its pupils as a way to forge the world's next great corporate executives. A rat race by another name with a diploma at the finish line. Night City perspective factors placement and corporate leadership roles into their calculations, and with this criterion I take no issue. What they don't include, however, is the dropout rate. The enormous pressures these students face inevitably translate to anxiety, depression, and for some, even suicide. These rates are especially high for students outside the Arasaka corporate family. Such is the dark side of Arasaka Academy's glowing reputation. Best of the best or best for the best. So that was an article.
I mean, it's a small leak, but still. Japan already knows.
Big 5 employers in Night City 2077. It's that time of the year again. We present our list of the biggest and best corps to work for in Night City. Who offers paid vacation? Who pays for employees' trauma team insurance policies? Who provides discounts for daycare and child bodyguard services? Have a look at our rankings below. Number 1, Arasaka. Coming in again this year in our number 1 spot, the Japanese Zaibatsu juggernaut. Employees can expect to be fit with the latest in cyberware technology with a loyalty obligation of only 20 years. Number 2, Militech. The American arms giant provides its employees with up to 50% discounts on all Militech weapons. With a deal that good, you'd be able to put a MK-31 heavy machine gun under the Christmas tree for everyone in the family. That's a pot shot, but it's a pretty good one. That's taking a shot at families that are into Second Amendment rights and buying guns. Number 3, Biotechnica. Our 2077 bronze medal goes to Biotechnica, who offers up to 6 paid vacation days a year. Yeah, so you can see this is all tinged heavily with sarcasm. It's probably actually meant to be serious in this realm. This is probably one of those access journalist types, is what I'm guessing. But the people writing this are doing it totally with tongue in cheek. Like, I 100% support those families that are really big into the Second Amendment and have an entire armory in their cellar, right? But there are some people out there that are like, what do you need another gun for? Dude, have you read human history? Get out of here, man. Number 4. Kangtown, China's largest tech and arms manufacturer, treats its employees to a gold membership with Trauma Team. Never spend a single minute of your 50-year loyalty pledge worrying about paying for health coverage. So, yeah, big emphasis on health coverage, Trauma Team, and all that. These are big aspects in this world. Number 5, Night Corp. While this hometown product can't compete with the biggest international players in terms of budget or ambition, they certainly know how to spoil their staff. Night Corp snuck into our Big 5 after a recent announcement to reduce the mandatory work week to just 80 hours. Oh my gosh. Reduce. They are a must apply for all you family-focused folks out there. Good grief, man. This dystopian future. It's closer. It's like looking in your side view mirror, you know? Objects are closer than they appear.
Where'd you hear this? Assume Japan knows everything. It's safest that way.
Okay, before we go upstairs, I wanted to show you this, because whenever I came in to check this out, I was just walking around to see if this game would crash. We're at 38 frames per second. That really is kind of discouraging. I'll have to talk to AI about that. I could bump it up to frame gen 3. Well, that's not going to help my raw frame per second, though, and that's the thing that's concerning me. Okay, you see Arasaka here. This is the lobby. Out there is where you exit into the city, right? So imagine if your mission was to come in here and get the top guy in this building. You have a lot of security you're going to have to go through. This is all for show here. Wait till these guys come out of hidden panels and stuff, the real deal. And then look where we got to go. Oh, it doesn't actually show it because the exclamation point is there, but we've got to go all the way up there. There's a guy in an office for us to go see, and he's not the top dude. The top dude is even higher up. This place is a fortress. That's what this is. This is not a skyscraper. This is not a corporate building office. This is a fortress. And I think everything in here is meant to show you that.
Was a year of great change in our history. The onset of American
Move.
the end of World War I, and the birth of Saburo Arasaka. From an early age, Saburo...
Christ, V, you were supposed to be here an hour ago.
Yeah, I'm on my way.
Got held up, but I'll be right there.
Fucking Frankfurt. That Abernathy bitch will probably dump it in our laps. Hanging up. I'll be in my office. And you hurry up.
Alright, so did he say we were supposed to be there an hour ago? We're an hour late, but we are counterintelligence, and part of our job is to gather intelligence. So it's not like we have to talk to everybody, but some people are important. Tamed Dragon, a biography of Yorinobu Arasaka. In many ways, the story of Yorinobu Arasaka resembles an ancient parable. The younger son of one of the modern world's most powerful CEOs renounces his heritage, forfeits his birthright, and instead chooses a rough and tumble life on the streets of Tokyo, only to later scamper back home to the warm, sheltered bosom of his family with his tail tucked. Yeah, that didn't quite get that right, because in The Prodigal Son, that guy doesn't forfeit his birthright. The whole thing centers on him demanding his birthright early. Or that's a core part of the story. At least that is the story most have pieced together from official sources. But why did Yorinobu betray his father in the first place? Why did he return? For several years, I dug deeper, followed leads, reached out to his former friends and acquaintances. Slowly, I began to unearth answers to some of the public's most burning questions. Yorinobu was born in Tokyo in the early 21st century, the first child to Saburo Arasaka's third wife, Michiko. By all counts, he seemed a happy child that grew to become a pleasant young man. That is, until his graduation from the University of Tokyo at the age of 21. Okay, so he graduates at 21. That's a little ahead of the curve. Following the ceremony... Wait, is it 18, 19, 20, 21? No, it's not. I'm sorry. That's right on par. Alright. Following the ceremony, the Arasaka family threw a party in his honor. At some point in the evening, Saburo invited his son to his study for a private conversation. What transpired there is wholly unknown, but after corroborating varied accounts, it is clear Yorinobu must have slipped out from the party and the estate only a few hours later. Gone. A whisper in the night. Over the next few years, various eyewitnesses spotted Yorinobu in the company of a nomad group known as Katetsu no Ryu, or the Steel Dragons. As part of this youthful rebellion, he purposefully involved himself in altercations with Arasaka agents and promoted anti-corporate slogans. After his family eventually confirmed Yorinobu's involvement, Saburo renounced his son and Kei, Saburo's eldest son, swore to exact revenge on his younger brother. Ironically, it was later at Kei's funeral that Yorinobu at last reconciled with his father. Stubbornly proud to a fault, many were surprised by the Arasaka patriarch's conciliatory approach. Oh, that sounds suspicious. What caused Saburo to change his mind? What role might have Yorinobu's sister, Hanako, played in their peaceable reunion? That much yet remains to be discovered. So see, these are the things that are happening in the current world for V. These are major political shifts. Big operations going on, shadowy things happening that we just can't quite make out because we can't see past the veil, but it's obvious, right? Or it's not obvious, but there's enough there to be real suspicious and start drawing up conspiracy theories that could wind up being right, you know? So these little text things are really handy.
Hey, V. It's been ages. It's me, Frank. We met during Icefall. East Coast, remember?
Yeah, I remember.
I didn't know you were in Night City. Have you been?
You know how it is. A week ago, I was still in Cape Town. I heard you're in counter intel. Must have a shit show on your hands right now after Frankfurt. Jenkins is your lead, right? Is he what everyone says he is?
What does everyone say about Jenkins?
That he's effective. Like any psychopath. Apparently, he's gone a little crazier lately.
Hey, he's in a tough spot. The director was supposed to greenlight his promotion when the Japanese arrived. She stabbed him in the back instead.
Okay, now who do you work under?
And you? Who do you work under?
Abernathy.
The
She's
director.
really good. Came up with the whole Cape Town ploy on her own.
Abernathy. The bitch who burned my boss on the promotion to Spec Ops Director.
You know how it is. Things happen.
They do indeed. Tell me about the op in Cape Town.
Operation Cargo. You know about it?
Arming local conflicts in Africa. I didn't know that was you.
It was me. We dumped crates full of rifles into the ocean. They had to be pulled out using borrowed fishing boats. Same old circus, but hey, that's how wars are won.
Okay, so if I had it to do over again, I would actually do those in reverse order, and I think that would be a more sensible progression.
Listen, sorry, I'm in a bit of a rush right now. We'll talk another time, okay?
Sure. Good seeing you again.
Emergency protocols active. System security confirmed.
Don't look, but that's her. Jenkins girl.
So, see what I mean? That was like actually good intel for us to
Please
get.
enter the antechamber.
This guy, our job is to cover him in a cutthroat organization where everybody's after each other.
Granted.
Are you online? Have a seat, V. Be right with you. We have to handle this voting issue before we lose our bases in the Sea of Clouds. They're about to begin. What's the situation? Yeah, just as we thought.
44
Know what to do.
FPS.
Start now. Director Abernathy.
I watched the vote. What the hell was that?
A deep clean after the shit Frankfurt dumped on us. As we agreed, I got rid of the problem.
I told you to resolve the problem, not massacre the European Space Council. Do you
Dang.
understand what the cover-up will cost?
We would have lost the license. Now we gained a week. That's a win.
Path of least resistance always. No nuance. Has you written all over it. We're not done talking about this.
I hate that bitch. I always have.
Let's go with this one.
This isn't the first time Abernathy set you up.
No, not the first. Smeared me in front of Japanese execs, so she'd be the one promoted to Director of Spec Ops. The cunt. Now she's holding a gun to my head to make sure I don't try anything. But she won't pull the trigger because she needs me. I do what she doesn't have the guts to do.
Divide and conquer. Effective strategy.
Effective. What would you do in my position?
You have to defend yourself. Remind Abernathy you're not her doormat.
You're right.
Smack her once, but hard. She'll respect you.
Seems we see eye to eye on this issue. Take this.
Okay. I was just looking to see if where my walk button is. I haven't found it yet.
A data shard.
Proof of my trust. Go on, take it. It's what I've collected over the past weeks. Biometrics, trauma team card, names of her closest associates, driver, chief of security, lover, lover's husband, everything. Use it, and make sure Abernathy won't be a problem anymore. You said it. I need to defend myself.
What'll happen if I refuse?
Don't ask stupid questions. This isn't a request, V. We seem to understand each other. Take this, too.
Cred chip transactions are traceable. Paper disappears as soon as you spend it.
What can I say? Use this money only, find the right people for the job, no corporate affiliation. And for the core task, use someone you know inside out. Are we clear?
Yeah, I think we're clear.
Good. In that case, I'll await your report. And good luck with it. I have my AV waiting outside. It's yours to use. And don't disappoint me. Jenkins, Night City Counter Intel.
Okay. So, we have our marching orders.
I have those reports you asked for?
They were supposed to be ready yesterday.
I know, but I have them now.
Send them to my inbox. And you and I will have a word about this later.
Switch between active jobs with T. Okay.
in the Viper pit.
Need your help, Jack. Got some biz.
Always biz with you, Chica. You in some trouble?
Not yet. Just need a soul I can trust for now.
That kind of sounded like a yes.
Haha.
Meet me at Lizzie's. Be there in an hour.
Okay, so things are moving fast. This is our girl's world, right? Order given, buttons pushed, go. Right? It's just it all happens in a blur, and it's like we're talking about icing people out. Yeah, I mean this is Arasaka. This is our girl. This is who she works for. This is who she is. Wait till Johnny gets involved in this, man. Talk about some disagreements. I wonder how I'm going to be able to simulate it. Maybe I guess the dialogue should do it. All right, we're going to sit down in the chair. And open the drawer. Pick up the card. Oh, that's our trauma team card. It's like a gift card, man. Hell yeah, we partake. There's a mod that is gonna make it so that you could get addicted to stuff, man. So you gotta be careful about it. And we're gonna be using that. Okay, messages. Have you been to Thailand, Morocco? This is spam. Previous week's results. Your biodata indicators are reading abnormally high levels of cortisol, catecholamine, and adrenaline persist from previous results. Hormone blocker usage is prescribed for only 2 weeks before requiring a baseline reset, but your usage has continued beyond 3 weeks. Recommendation: meet with your trainer to prepare a recovery plan. Okay, so our people that our corporation hooks us up with here, they know that we are monitored, and they know that we've been using this stuff longer than we're supposed to. The meeting of the Department of Operational Oversight Committee finds as follows regarding Operation Wormy Apple. This is our girl. We're being given a debriefing here. The operation was executed without following proper procedure, thus putting agent lives and, more importantly, company reputation in jeopardy. Agent lives and, more importantly, company reputation in jeopardy. The operation's success is due solely to the fact that Petrochem committed errors which proved more costly than our own. All personnel involved in planning the operation will be subject to internal audit. We find the death of the Prague contact caused toxin-induced cardiac arrest, a direct result of poor planning. Required action: investigate all stages of operation planning from reconnaissance to implementation with the aim of isolating irregularities in procedure and or judgment. Alright, so it sounds like our department is under investigation. I don't know that for sure. Maybe V is the one that's ordering this department to do the investigations, right? But it kind of seems like we were the ones that were in charge of this operation because of what he just did. This is the kind of work, this is the kind of wet work that our department gets tasked with, it seems. But I don't know for sure. New space. We are pleased to announce the opening of a new space in our Night City headquarters. Our scientists have meticulously curated authentic rainforest flora and fauna and designing our very own experimental self-sustaining ecosystem. More details coming soon. Alright. New USA and Militech. After assessing data collected from contact reports in Utah, Nevada, Arizona, and Montana, we did not confirm any active New USA efforts against Arasaka assets or operations in federal territories. Man, doing the DLC as a corpo background that used to work with Arasaka is going to be, I think it could be fascinating, potentially. That's going to be pretty neat. However, the same conclusion cannot be drawn regarding potential threats from Militech. Although the corporation has obvious close ties to the NUSA government, we were unable to obtain valuable intel due to much tighter control on internal procedure and information flows. We must rely on unconfirmed circumstantial evidence obtained by our own field agents for the time being. Conclusion. Further human, this means human intelligence, guys, as opposed to AI or drone surveillance, anything involving tech. Bugs, listening chips, things of that nature. This is on the ground, an actual spy who has worked their way into an organization, infiltrated, and gained the trust and ear of some high-ranking members. That's reporting back to us. That's what this encompasses. Further human gathering required. Current data are circumstantial and do not allow for indisputable conclusions. All right. Whoops, wrong button. So, I'm reading everything and all that, but this in real life is going real fast.
It's possible one of our assets was exposed.
This dude's accent, his voice just makes me laugh every time. He sounds funny. This is about Frankfurt.
Is it Frankfurt again?
No, different issue. Local.
Tell me. Quick version.
Our agent at Biotechnica suspects they might be onto him. They recently granted him red security clearance. That's top. He's been fishing for dirt, but it's been slow.
Your point.
They're clean. Like we run orphanages clean. Bleached server clean. We suspect they flagged him and are feeding him phony data. Should we greenlight exfil or let him keep looking?
Feeding him phony data. What are the risks?
Projected risks.
Limited threat to life. Not Biotechnica's style. Blackmail's possible. Leveraged against false accusations in the media. The guy has kids. He'd crack.
Yeah, go ahead and pull him out.
Pull him out, but calmly. Don't raise any eyebrows. Otherwise, they'll catch on.
Jenkins will be livid.
I'll handle Jenkins.
Understood.
We can't afford to open up another vector of attack right now. We're under too much pressure.
I have nothing to add.
Tell your people to be careful.
They'll be searching for dirt on us now.
Did you see the report on the vote? I mean, shit.
The world's going to tear us apart with the words.
The world's never going to find out.
Access granted. Please provide your destination.
Bring up district analytics.
Increased NCPD presence and activity has been reported in Haywood. No official statement has been forthcoming. Intercepted radio communications suggest MaxTac has been sent to the area. A widespread power failure has been reported in Santo Domingo. All other districts exhibit activity within expected parameters.
Destination, Lizzie's bar.
Noted. En route.
This is N54 News broadcasting with a breaking story for you. A conference of the European Space Council screeched to a grisly halt.
What's our FPS? 37.
5 European Space Council
Seaman.
members are dead, while 3 remain
Just,
in
my
critical
system's
Authorities
not
are
as
still
strong as I thought it was
notified of the
initially.
shocking incident. The council members were all
I'll have to get with AI to figure out what the best course is. But the game is playing great because of frame generation. It's just I don't know what extra mods are going to do to it. High-res texture packs, stuff like that. I think all of that's more RAM dependent, not FPS. And I got plenty of RAM, but I'm not 100% sure. Temperatures look good on CPU and GPU.
Hello, V.
Yes? We weren't scheduled to connect until the end of the week.
Quantified Satori received notification of a somewhat troubling biometric reading. I felt I should call. Is everything in order?
Things are dandy. Everything is.
Just think back to our last session.
Our girl is very avoidant.
Exercises 3 times a day. They'll soothe and lift your spirit. I know this.
Sure, okay. See you later.
She's not comfortable with people knowing her. So she kind of naturally withholds information, covers up, never really admits to faults or flaws or vulnerabilities. She can admit them to herself. She's not delusional. But she does not present publicly.
No designated landing site has been detected at the
Real severe trust issues.
Find a spot close to the bar. As close as you can. Fuck procedures.
Initiating landing sequence based on new parameters.
I don't think I'm going to say severe trust issues, but but they're significant. I mean, she can function within society, right? But she is not a naturally open and trusting person by any means. Or if she was, that's been drilled out by life experience.
Fuck's your problem, Psycho Suit? This look like a landing pad to you? Could have fucking crushed us. Jesus Christ.
Okay, no, hey, we ain't looking for no beef with you.
Okay. Alright, well, so this is vanilla Cyberpunk. If we have to play the game like this,
Why is this happening?
that's okay. I'm really disappointed because I bought this system to play it at photoreal. And I spent a lot of money to not get the result that I'm looking for, right? But this is a great looking game. So I'm more disappointed on the intellectual level, not on the actual product level. So we'll just have to see how it goes. But let's see, FPS is currently 36. See, that's just depressing, man. Let's make a statement.
Seems trouble wants in.
Keep an eye on the AV for me, will ya?
I don't get paid to do that.
I wasn't asking. And not a scratch on it when I get back.
Welcome to Lizzie's.
I don't remember if there was anything over here for me to get. No, I guess not. Okay, main floor. I don't hear any music. Ah, well that's a problem. Is it because I have, what is it, disable copyrighted music? Yeah. Oh, okay, I guess we're gonna be ignoring that. Good thing that I'm not a paid channel. The Vampire Prince is back. Monster Hunters beware. Turbo Dracula is a dark, gritty, visceral action game experience where you play as the plasma-thirsty prince of puncture wounds himself, Dracula. Alright, we're gonna press on.
Come back to my place, grab one last drink.
Don't even start.
She ain't having any of it. Dude made his play and it didn't work.
Not yet.
Don't come here often, do you? It's good to see you, Chick.
What we got here? NC Nightlife, drinks, dancing, debauchery. If you're a dance head like us, don't miss out on Lizzie's. You'll find no better brain dance club in the city, no matter how deep you dig. Modern boxes, solid tech, but most important, the catalog. Chock full of nearly any experience, exp you can imagine. You'll find everything you need. That's probably pronounced XP, right? Chock full of nearly any XP you can imagine. You'll find everything you need to get you off. Fast or slow, nasty or classy, and everything in between. Don't let the girls at the front door scare you off or kill your buzz. They're wary of newcomers, but once you get in, they'll treat you like one of their own. Trust us, give Lizzie's a try, and you'll never go anywhere else. Now, the afterlife? That's a different story. Sure, you can cut loose and have a good time here, but the afterlife is a place of business above all else. Want to meet with a fixer about a job that needs doing? Discuss important gig details with a client over drinks? Or maybe just sit back and people watch to see the comings and goings of the Night City underworld's biggest merc and fixer names? The afterlife is a great place for all of the above. The only place, really. If you're looking for the city's marquee events, you'll find yourself at Riot. Chart-topping playlists, live performances from the brightest stars, both local and from around the world, DJ battles, unique music shows, and media-packed album premieres. Sound like you're sane? Don't miss out on Riot. All right.
Now sit down and tell me what's got your shorts in a knot.
It's good to see you too, Jack. How you been?
I got sparks flying between the Valentino boys and Maelstrom. Eddie's there for the taking, as long as you don't get flatlined. You know how it is.
Yeah.
Complain, but we ain't here to shoot the shit about me. Let me hear about this problem of yours.
Jackie, before I start, this stays between us.
Por supuesto.
I'm serious. This thing, it could ruin me.
So could I. You do realize who you're talking to, right? A guy who's done this before. Remember what happened in Mexico, at the border? I peep one word.
I know. You saved my ass. If word about the cartels had gotten out...
But it didn't. And this won't either. That's why you came to see dear old Jackie.
Data shard. Take it. What do you think?
Won't come cheap. It'll have to be done on the sly. No trail. Hard eddies only.
Got the money.
Full crew job for sure. Techie, maybe two. A runner with a gold-plated brain. And a driver with wheels from hell. Not to mention, a solo.
Mm-hmm. The piece I'm missing.
That what you need from me? My trigger finger to zero this lady?
Delicate situation, I know. It's why I need somebody I can trust.
This ain't no delicate situation, hermana. It's a hit job. Plain and simple.
You know how Arasaka operates. Or... okay, maybe you don't. This isn't a professional request I can refuse.
But I can. And I am. And you should too. Now, what do you say we liquor up and talk life? Gracias, mamita. Double tequila with grenadine and lime. Nothing better for drowning nerves.
To this.
Was that a toast? What the hell does that even mean? You raise a glass to your mama, your hermana. To the mamacita you'll meet at the bar. But this doesn't say a damn thing. Do this.
I love
this
that.
Job and all the rest of that corpo bullshit. You know what it is? Un pacto con el diablo.
Yep.
I've been saying it all along. Sold your soul to those Arasaka fuckers. Today, they got you to zero somebody. Tomorrow, they'll get somebody else to zero you.
Those are the rules, Jack. You want to be top? You gotta have some skin in the game.
Yeah, but you're not on top. Saburo Arasaka is. And you're the pendejo who keeps him there. Work for yourself, live for yourself. That's the only way.
Maybe someday. But for now, I'm still well within their reach.
You'll always be within reach.
Her voice volume seems a little bit low.
You lost? Got a problem?
V, is that right?
You're from Arasaka HQ. Is there a problem? Are you here about Frankfurt?
We're here for you. Jenkins assigned you a task today. You'll share all the details with us.
Name and department again? Didn't quite catch it the first time around.
Fuck!
How you feeling? Pretty sharp dive, huh? Your access to company networks is hereby revoked. In 2 minutes, any company cybernetics in your possession will cease functioning. Give us the data you received from Jenkins. This will conclude termination procedures.
How the hell did you find out?
That is not your concern. The data, now.
Information's on the short.
Smart choice.
We done?
With the formalities, yes. But I think Abernathy would gladly up our fee for ridding her of a piece of rot like you. Stand up. You're coming with us. Come on, move it.
Spinning. I think you fellas might have forgotten just how far from home you are. Not sure this barrio's your style, let alone a healthy option. Queda claro?
Is that a threat?
Well, you start shooting, maybe we join in, huh? Before you know it, somebody might die today.
We have what we came for. It'll do for now.
Man, sketchy neighborhoods where how you present determines whether you're in a real brawl or just avoided one.
V, how you feel? You alright?
Like shit. My throat's like sandpaper. Not sure I can breathe.
It's like when my little primito was ditching drugs. Nasty chills, trembling hands, cold sweat and dry heaving.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Hey. Should I get you to a Ripper? Or, I guess, maybe trauma team's on its way.
Give me a minute. Get my shit together. That'd be that, Jack. Just lost control of my life. Completely.
I'd say you got it back. You couldn't say no to them. So they said it to you. This is a turn for the better. You'll see. Besides, you haven't lost everything.
No, Jack, I did. Lost everything. Access to intel systems. My pad, car, contacts. Every shred of credibility.
Oh. At least you still got the eddies for the hit job. Probably some fat-ass chunk of cha-ching, just right for a new start. That's right, chica. Buckle up. Hey, you hearing all right? Don't look so hot. V! Hey, hermana. Your new life. It starts now.
So I noticed I was getting like 30 FPS in a cutscene.
Stanley here with you, and we got another day ahead of us in this city of dreams.
Yeah, 34, 32. Gosh, man. Hey, man, she looks really good. I'm really happy with how she turned out.
Every new day here means 100 new arrivals, but only half these gonks will survive a year, and that's if it's a good one.
You know, with these character editors and the lighting that they have, it's just not always the case that the skin tone and the makeup and the hair color all goes together well. And on this one, I think it did. 28 frames per second.
If you don't get a bullet to the brain first. AC's Legends. Know where you'll find most of them? The graveyard. Matters not where you're from. What matters here is the walk you walk. In Night City, the city of dreams.
I'll have to check out some things with my system whenever it comes to...
Probably crawling with the pendejos that kidnapped her.
I always forget what it's called. I want to say surround sound, but it's something else.
Got you a little something. Militech training shard. In case you need to, brush up on your dance moves. Down for some target practice in VR?
We're gonna skip that. Well, let's say, how'd you get this?
Militech. Jack, we're talking classified military-grade tech here. How did you get it?
T-Bug. And our girl made a couple adjustments.
Why? Thinks she knows better?
Nah. Said it didn't suit her, style. You'll see what I mean.
Alright, we're gonna skip that tutorial.
No time. Maybe later.
Sure. Mañana.
Let's do this.
Elevator. This way.
Assign a grenade. Okay. Even the scar looks good. Yeah, I mean, all of the tones, all the coloring tones go well together. I'm going to have to make sure I've got the settings for this in the video so I can re-reference it if I need to make her over again. Max stock MK1, that's the inhaler. And we have a frag grenade. Are there other options? I've never used other options. EMP. Deals bonus damage against enemy netrunners, drones, mechs, robots, and turrets. I don't think we're going to need that right now. We'll stick with the frag grenade. I'm definitely going to be talking with AI some more about what to do with the FPS and what I can expect mod-wise. I might need to reset my expectations. How do we get this thing going? There we go. But like I say, I mean, it looks good. The game looks good.
Sandra Dorset. Target's biomon went mute a couple hours back. Suspected abduction. Target could have possibly flatlined already. Not sure you're in time.
We're in time, Bug. We. Sure you're on phones, but that don't make you any less part of this squad.
Squad. Charming.
Bug, could at least try to be nice.
You want nice, supportive? Call the damn helpline.
That sounds like someone I used to know. Like, even her tone sounds like someone I used to know.
Looking for 1237. Target should be inside, but I got zero eyes on her biomon. Fingers crossed it's not too late.
Is that you?
Ugh, I hate this life or death shit. Hurry. Try hacking the door. Think you can trip it on your own, V?
Okay, so, tab. And we want to execute. Yes.
Low profile. Your move, V. Are we fucking late? Is that her?
Sandra Dorset's protected under Echelon 2 Corpo immunity. Our girl's top shelf. This one's packing black market Zeta Tech repros. Typical back alley fix-ups. Not our lucky gal. Let's keep looking.
Emergency on demand. Oh, this is I think this is pretty good. Like, this is one of the philosophical ones.
Mira, eyes up. Pendejos ahead.
Okay, Okay, so we got some fog right there. 37 FPS.
On your toes. More bodies incoming. They're almost on you.
These Reapers. IAV.
Open wide!
Blocked. Really? Well, overload that.
Gas is still crawling. Clean it up, clean it out. Don't want to be bringing the target out under fire. And definitely don't want to slow your back.
That all you got?
Not neither.
Stop, Jackie, you insane idiot. What is it? X button. Okay. Load last checkpoint. We try that again.
On your toes. More bodies incoming. They're almost on you.
These Reapers. Wait for your chance.
I'll skin you!
It's going big on the...
Scab is still crawling. Clean it up, clean it out. Don't want to be bringing the target out under fire. And definitely don't want a slug in your back.
Not neither.
Cover me! You're hurt! Hey, V, head down! We had options here. 50 back! Yes!
Ruby's in looks out on the balcony. Got a window on the left. Give me 2 seconds to grease the lock.
Okay, V. Flank him and drop. Guess that's all of them.
Hack on the doors just cleared. Watch yourselves.
Fuck! Rip up the shreds! Stay out of their way! They're long now! Chingada madre!
Nice. Dome shot.
See any movement on the sensors? Looks like you got them. You're clear to go.
Shit, where the hell's our target?
Look around. Gotta be there somewhere.
Jesus fucking Christ. Think I got her.
There's that nudity I was trying to avoid.
She alive?
About to find out.
V, jack into her biomon. Need to know what we're dealing with.
Jacking in.
This does not look good.
Sandra Dorset, NC 570442. Trauma Team Platinum.
Platinum? Shit. Trauma should have swooped in if she sneezed.
Guessing they jammed the transmitter, Sig. Looking at a hacked biomon, firmware reconfig, or a neurovirus.
Carajo, T-Bug. You ain't seeing this place. This is tubs, ice, hooks, and cleavers.
Scott Muncher's hack, huh? Got an idea. Check her neural port. Find a shard? Yeah, pull it. That'll be what's muting the biomon.
Found the shard. Removing now.
Check the biomon. Anything change?
Greetings, Sandra. If you are conscious, assume recovery position now. An emergency evacuation unit has been dispatched and is due to arrive at your location in 180 seconds.
Biomonclave's trauma will be here in 3 minutes.
Your premium plan will cover 90% of the projected costs of your rescue and treatment.
Ay, pobrecita. Let's get her off that ice.
Oh, fuck!
She's flatlining.
B, need to know what's going on.
Jackie, air hypo! Fuck, this is bad!
Catch, chica!
I think... Holy shit, it worked!
Man, intense situation.
Fuera, get her out. Terrace.
Landing. Stand clear. Initiating security protocol. Follow all instructions. Place the patient on the ground. Five steps back. Now.
TT-133 to control. Patient NC5.
There's Funny Dude's voice.
Secured. Stimulants being administered.
Well, I mean, not Funny Dude. It's just funny voice, you know.
800 for Grenogen.
Let's get out of here. Elevator gets us to the garage direct.
Dude's legs all turned the wrong way.
Over. Cutting my wires now. See you in the near future.
Listen, chica, I got this thing. Mind if I borrow your wheels?
Huh.
I got a date with Misty, but I can't take the metro. How's it gonna look for me?
Won't leave you hanging, Jack.
Wow.
But don't get used to it.
From Victor to Blaze. From your favorite supplier to Gump. Victor not real happy with this group here. Whoops. Keep wanting to hit escape.
Gonna be long?
Keep doing that, doggone it. Need to retrain my muscle memory. Okay, I want to grab everything.
Gonna be long?
Dang. Wow. Body parts everywhere. Okay, we got some money. We can grab some ammo. Oh, that was the other bathroom. Okay. Oh, weird. Wonder how that happened. Something with physics? Yeah, that stuff definitely moves. So, I think there's another way. I've never had that happen before. We got blocked.
You're saving my ass, V. Thank you. How about I drive you home, huh?
She's all yours. I'm beat as it is.
It's not necessary for me to grab absolutely everything, but the longer that I test this, and the more conditions, the more certain I can be of the stability. Now, it does really bother me that I'm only seeing 35 FPS because it seems like I remember it being better in my previous test on Windows 11. But it is really, really possible that I was just caught up with the frame generation side of things and didn't understand about the raw FPS. And so it was kind of lost on me that I was actually at a pretty bad raw FPS, like what they call real FPS.
Oh, almost forgot. Should get Wakako on the holo. Tell her the job's done.
V, how did it go? Our client is alive and well?
Of course she's alive and well. It's what we agreed, isn't it?
Splendid. Your payment awaits you. Ready to come and grab whenever you like, even right away. But I guess home is the only place you wish to be now. The NCPD has surrounded Watson. The district is closed. If you're to make it past the cordon, you must move fast.
Thanks for the heads up. Swing by to see you later.
Level 2 street cred.
The NCPD's gonna put Watson on lockdown. If I'm gonna sleep in my own bed tonight, we better put it in 5th.
Leave it to me, chica. I'm driving.
Okay, so 30 frames per second.
City like any other.
With
Just
crowd
bigger.
density set to ultra.
Not just any other city.
But not running any mods yet. That's
Adam
worrisome.
Smasher. Legends are born here. Man, I'm starving. Let's grab a tight bite. What do you say?
Jackie, they're locking down Watson, remember?
Oh shit, you're right. Is it just me or... Oh, fucking knew it. Man on our ass, tailing us.
Uh-oh.
Hello. I don't like this thing. Not one tiny bit. Gas! Hijo de puta!
Fucking drive, Jackie!
Come on, Pete! Chingada
Hit!
madre!
Keep her steady!
Hold tight, Pete!
Holy fuck!
Mierda! Perdón! Got you, asshole! Pete! Aim for the driver! Chingado! scratched your baby up pretty bad. Sorry, V.
It's okay. It can wait. Let's just focus on getting home.
CPU's up at 78%, man. Oh, no, that's not temperature. Okay. You know, I'm a little bit worried that my ceiling is vanilla Cyberpunk with really high settings. Well, I mean, actually, I keep having to remind myself that LUTs don't really cost FPS, so I can still get some close to realistic looking settings just with LUTs.
What is on lockdown to further notice? Necessary security measure.
Officer, ma'am. Damn, are we ever lucky we ran into you.
Really? What's it that makes me so special?
A heart of gold? Because only somebody with a heart of gold can understand just how much I need to get back to my girl.
Your girl?
Uh-huh. Gonna be worried sick if I don't show. I mean, I'm trying to be a stand-up guy. She's giving me a chance. Waiting.
That's a shame.
Look at him. No model citizen, maybe, but he's a good kid.
Let them through. But they're the last. Okay, on your way.
You have a good evening now, officer, ma'am.
So I'm using 10.3 VRAM of my 15.6. I think the HD retextures depend on that.
So you can be nice when you feel like it.
When am I not nice?
Always.
I'm always never not nice.
There is a lot of volumetric fog. I wonder if turning that setting down some more might help me out some.
Check it out, V. Shit's going down.
One of the things we may find is I might have to give up on the idea of having stuff like Nova City traffic and extra crowd density and stuff. But that's what this series will be about, is just testing things out and seeing what we can use, what we can't, what the game, what I can do, what I end up settling on for how I want the game to look. .29 FPS.
Made it. Almost at your place.
What about you? Not likely to make it back to Haywood now.
Chill, V. They'll let me through.
Sure about that?
Oh, yeah. I'll play Nice Jackie again.
Gadget, polo jacket matching, poke out ratchet matching with new SRO, no logo, trucker hat from Oregon bastard. That's Chanel, my back Chanel, my bitch Chanel. I back Chanel, I rack Chanel.
Yeah, I see
Sweet dreams then.
Around 30 FPS more often than I see around 40 to 45.
Bug? Forgot earlier. A runner I know has something you could probably use. Zip in your deets.
And then the frame generation is what is allowing it to remain around 60 to 70 FPS. So the game runs real smooth even at these settings. I don't know. A lot of this, you know, it's like I was talking about in my Bannerlord video. A lot of this is just me talking and thinking out loud. Deceptious Quest Core. Alright, so that is active, and it detected all of the needed submods and stuff. Otherwise, it would have told me, it would have reported that I was missing certain things. Okay, now if we go into mod settings, okay, there are no settings for Deceptious Core. I thought there were some options. I must be remembering that wrong. This is CET. Here's our conflict begun, reporting that everything's clean. We'll be accessing that a lot when we start comparing different LUTs. Okay. I am going to access here just to try and get recorded what settings I can, so that I can remake her in the future if I need to, or some sort of close approximation. So it's only going to show me some of the settings. 29, light brown, dark brown eyes, option 12 for a mod pack of eyebrows. Is that the black color? It is, okay. Black for eyebrow color, black for eyelash color. Number 13 for the facial scar. Number 2 for the piercings. The oily color for the piercing colors. Teeth is just at 0. I don't think there's anything else I want. Yeah, the others are like designer teeth. 31 for the eye makeup. Black for the eye makeup color. Default for the lip makeup style. 8 for the lip makeup. Kind of a plum color for the makeup color. No cheek makeup. Long nails. Oh. And that's really it. So nothing about the which jaw number I took, which is kind of what I was looking to find out, and which nose also, and which lips. Those 3. And I suppose which eyes. I forgot to actually kind of go through the different eyes, but these look good. A little bit oversized, which fits for girls. Human eyes are the same. I read an article on this one time. You're born with the size of eyes that you're going to have for the whole rest of your life. They are the same size whenever you are 1 month old as they are whenever you're 85. What changes is the shape, the size of your face. So with men, we have bigger faces. That's why whenever you look at women, their eyes dominate, is because they have the same size of eyes but smaller face shapes. I thought that was really fascinating to learn about. Alright, we're going to get out of here. Feel like our girl looks real good, even with the burn scar. Like it adds something to her, actually. Even though I took no makeup on her face, it looks like she's wearing makeup. She has shading, you know, going on around her cheekbones. Okay, we are going to hit save right here. I'm going to do some research. And in the next episode, I think we're probably going to start messing with visual mods. So I will see you guys then. Again, I'm ASAP Grim. Thank you for coming by the channel. I hope you like what you saw. More importantly, I hope all is well in your neck of the woods. And I'll see you in the next episode, where this story continues.
This place. Ain't no such thing as civilized. was made. So, in love with greed, he has forgotten himself and found